Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. So, what's happening now? The day after, the pump before, the pump after, the day before, the night before, the morning after, day after, week before, the after day week. Confused? So am I. Just made it up. XRP, what's going on? Well, we gave you this pump. It was literally my Valentine's gift of love to you. If you didn't watch our previous live shows, I gave you to the minute that we would have a pump. I put a video out and said it's going to pump right now, 100%. I made a video, I did it live, and I put it out, and it did exactly that. Now, I'm going to tell you exactly how I did that and give you all the information. So this was the moment we put the video out. You all saw it, and up it went, up it went, up it went. We covered the Coinbase earnings last night, and we talked about it as well. And we suggested you take some profit. And then when it dropped 4 or 5%, I said, now it's too late to sell. This is a good time to buy back in, not sell. It'll go up again, and it went up again. So I didn't just get it right once. I got it right 3 times. Got the pump to the second. I told you when to sell. I told you when to buy back and not sell at this point and pump again. All those things happened. So how did I know? Well, it's quite simple, really. I don't look at charts. I deal directly with the sources. As we go on in our show, we grow and we make more and more friends that connect us with the right people. This channel is always been and always will be about building relationships, having friends in the right places. And yesterday, I was able live to report to you live as I was receiving information directly from the White House press room, sent to friends, sent to me. It's not inside information before you get up on your high horse. It's just information that's being delivered quickly that no one is even noticing or talking about on mainstream media. So I shared it with you. I made a video. I said, let's pump XRP, and up it went. We covered it live. Everyone made a ton of money. We've already given you this 4 or 5 times, the 50% drop. That's happened several times, and Sensei was right every single time. You could have accumulated more. And here we go again. Now then, where do we go next? The name of this video is Now What? Now what? Honestly, I don't know. I have absolutely no information at all today. I've got nothing to share. No one's telling me anything. So honestly, I ain't got a flipping clue. Can't tell you anything. But what I can do is open up the phone line because it's the Friday phone-in, and we can all talk about it. We can all talk about last night, how we got on, whether we made profit, whether we didn't. So the Friday phone line is open. If you want to call in and have your say, let me share it on the screen. Let me put this right here, right now, right here, right now. There it is. It's martynlucas.com/live. Password is LucasAge100, uppercase L, uppercase A. It's the Friday phone-in. The phone lines are open. Take part and have your say. It's a big event tonight. We've got the Love event on the event channel at 4 p.m. Central Time. Tune in for that. It is a very, very green day again today. We've hit another all-time high again, 55,601. There we go. Another all-time high. 20 trades, 20 wins. We're not losing money. We're just giving you information directly from the source, helping you, supporting you. I brought the information this morning about microcloud hologram, that it was a complete scam and people were using my videos to promote it. All they want to do is short it. Told you it would go down, and it went down exactly on cue. So XRP is up today, 6.2. What do you do now? Honestly, I don't know, and I hope somebody calls in and we gain information. I'm waiting for something to come on my X and Instagram, but I have nothing at all to say. All I'm going to say to you is, and I'm going to make this video now because no one is saying anything, so I'm going to record this. I'm going to put this out for you. Sound, and this is breaking news this morning. I've just got this. So I'm going to share this with you. And we saw this coming. So a bit of a shame for those who were holding, not trading SoundHound. Here we go. Let me bring you this sad news this morning. Right. SoundHound, we'll call that up. Is it 5 minutes? Right, okay, here we go. Breaking news here on Martyn, Lucas Investor. I'm making this in the middle of an XRP live event. SoundHound collapsed this morning. We've always said this is a stock to trade, not to own. It's a trading stock. And this morning, we got slapped in the face. It's no surprise. It's why I've always said it's a trading stock. This stock could have easily done $40. However, it's been dumped by its biggest investor. Who am I talking about? Well, I'm only going to tell you if you tap the like button. Have you tapped the like button? Have you considered subscribing to our channel? We've called so many accurate calls on this show, it's getting a bit ridiculous now. But anyway, I'm going to ask you to do this. I've got a little button here, and if I press this button here, and press this button here, and press this, I'm going to ask you now to tap the like button, not for me, but for the little fellas, because this morning we need some cozy comfort on Valentine's Day. Yeah, there we go, our little puppies, because a lot of people got blindsided. We tried to warn you of this. It's a trading stock, and this is the reason why SoundHound has collapsed this morning, 22%. It's not a buying opportunity now. It's a separate thing that we'll need to reanalyze. Things have got very different. Don't see it as an opportunity to buy. It isn't. Sometimes it is a macro condition. This is not. This is a fundamental position, and this is the reason for it. SoundHound AI, Serve, NanoX in focus as Nvidia exits stakes, cuts ARM investment. So basically, they sell their shares, they get out. That's essentially it. There you go. You can switch off now. SoundHound AI, Serve Robotics, and NanoX fell sharply pre-market Friday as Nvidia exited its stakes in the companies, according to its latest 13F filing. The Jensen Huang-led chipmaker also cut its stake in British chip design firm ARM Holdings, ARM. SoundHound AI shares fell 17%, while Serve Robotics, NanoX lost 37% and 8.5% respectively. Now, you can argue the business is the same. We've simply got an investor selling their shares. Is it a buying opportunity? I would say not. I would need to reassess the company, because part of the reason why the stock was so high was because of the relationship, the investment from Nvidia. That's not there now. So it's not the same position anymore. It's not just a buying opportunity. Now, it may pop up. I don't know, but I don't gamble. I don't lose. 20 trades, 20 wins. I'm not looking to buy this just because we've got a drop. This is a significant condition. This is not a macro condition at all. In addition, Nvidia reduced its position in ARM by roughly 44% and owned just over 1.1 million shares at the date of the filing. It's not very much, but the point is, and that's ARM's position, it's the fact that Nvidia, who are the darling, if you like, the focus of everyone's trades, aren't involved anymore, or at least they've massively reduced their position. So you need to just understand that. So if we just go and look at SoundHound for a moment, get some more information on SoundHound, just bear with me. I'll go back to here and let's have a look at its valuation right now, and let's see. So let me have a look at it for you. We're going to show you our 3-factor grades. Hold, seeking alpha, pay no attention. They're paid to say that. Wall Street, they're saying it's a strong buy at this level. Hold, quant, that's the AI software which outperforms the S&P. They're agreeing with the alpha analyst. So there you go. Valuation, B, dropped from B+. So just because the price has gone down, the valuation has also gone down. All right? It's very, very important. Just because the price has gone down doesn't mean the valuation's gone down. No. B, in fact, it has gone down slightly. But bearing in mind, just because the price goes down, that doesn't mean to say that's the true value. We need to do a full analysis of this stock. But really, the momentum with the fact that a big player like Nvidia has taken their stake out is really not good for the stock. It doesn't change the business, but it changes the way it will be perceived. And that is very important on a stock like this. Short interest, 29%. 29%. So The shorts are winning the battle now. It's excessive. Obviously, we've got volume today. People are selling and shorting and all the rest of it. When this all settles down, when this does settle down, if this short interest remains and people buy in mass, in volume, then you could get a short squeeze. But we'd need some reason to buy other than it just sold off. For me, this is not a buy right now. Very, very sad to say that, but it isn't. Let me share with you some other way of looking at this. SOUN. I've got some other software I'll share with you. If we look at its intrinsic valuation now says overvalued by 86%, worth $1.49. Not good at all. However, this is an unreliable intrinsic value, as it doesn't use DCF valuation. That's because it's pre-revenue, right? So we haven't got an accurate way to measure this right now. When did we last get these numbers? We last got numbers September 24, December 30th. We've not had yet. SoundHound earnings is February the 27th. I'll be covering the SoundHound earnings, and you can get this. We need to see where we're going to go. I wouldn't touch this now until we get the SoundHound earnings and we can learn more about the business. Profitability 34%, solvency 57%. That probably dropped throughout the day. Anyway, there you go. We're going to cover it on the SoundHound earnings and learn more about it. This was being made during an XRP event where we gave a pump that was accurate to the minute, and it delivered exactly what it did directly from information from the White House press room. I shared it with you live on the show. So SoundHound, we're going to cover the earnings, so please join us for that. I would not buy this. I would not invest in this until we can ascertain where the business is going. It's speculative at best now because it could get a little bit of a pop and then sell straight back off again. I do not chase a stock on the way up. I do not chase it on the way down. I'd be careful. I would want to know exactly what's going on. I'm not going to risk my money. I don't lose. I've never lost since I've rebalanced my portfolio. I'm not going to start now. There's no need. SoundHound could be good. This was a bad day for them. We've got to stand back, reevaluate before we move our pieces on the chessboard. We're not just going to jump going, oh my God, it's down, let's buy some more. That is not the way to look at this. Even though you might win, you might get stuck and it sells off again. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description. Over here, I'll put the SoundHound earnings, and down here, I shall put the SoundHound playlist. That's it from me. Until next time, as always. In fact, down here, I'll put the love event. The love event tonight on the event channel. We're doing a Valentine's event. That's why I'm wearing red today. All right? Okie dokie. See you later on. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right, let's come back to our XRP event. We covered that. That just happened, and I wanted to make sure everybody was made aware of that. We talked about microcloud this morning. I said it would sell off. It did sell off. It did exactly what we said. It's a load of nonsense. Do not touch it. Do not try to even think that you've got an opportunity here. Please don't do that. I would hate for all my members to lose money, because that's exactly what you will do. You will lose money. So XRP, back to XRP tonight. Well, the phone line is open. Not one single person has called in. I was hoping we'd have a Friday phone in. This is the very first time the Friday phone in hasn't happened. If it's not going to happen, I don't know what's going on. So if no one wants a Friday phone in, I shall move on to my next live stream. Let me give you the link. I thought people would want to talk about last night. Everybody made a bucket load of money on our pump. I thought you'd at least want to call in and talk about it. But anyway, martynlucas.com/live. Password is lucasage100. The Friday phone line is open. Call in. If not, I'll end this stream and put the SoundHound video out as quickly as possible to give people the information so they don't lose any money. We don't want that. Wadey just sent me the information. I've got that. Thank you so much indeed. I managed to cover that very quick this morning. Thank you very much for sending that in. I really do appreciate it. Right. So if you just tuned in this morning, We're talking about an XRP pump. That's the nature of this video, but we just dropped in the SoundHound breaking news there, and just to warn everybody. But if you are an investor today, it's another green day, another all-time high. Don't be a speculator. Don't be a gambler. We don't know. Now, if we're going to move now on XRP, what are we going to do? We need information. Now, yesterday I got information directly from the White House press room about what was going to happen with tariffs and so on and so forth, and what was going to happen with Coinbase, and all of that happened. Then it was sent to someone else, then to me, and I shared it out and gave it to you straight away. And I made the prediction that this would pump straight away. It did, exactly to the minute, and there it is. So well done, everybody who made some money. Now then, where do we go from here? Now what? I don't know. I wish I could say, but I don't know. I don't know what the next move of XRP is until someone shares information with me. I've got nothing. I can't tell. Hopefully, Sensei might call in today, be on the show. I don't know if Sensei's watching. Would love to get Sensei's point of view. If not, of course, no, he's not in the chat. Sensei is, of course, live on Sunday. He'll be doing some charts for you. But right now, I've got nothing. So I don't know. I've been trying to find information all morning. There are people saying stupid stuff, making up stupid stuff. We're about to go to $10 in 5 minutes and all the rest of it. None of that's true, so I'm not going to share any of that information with you. But I wish there was something. Let me have a quick look on a few different sources. Let me see if I can find something else. But I don't think there's anything particularly at the moment. That was early this morning. Yeah, you see, here we go. Now, this, again, this is probably worth mentioning. Yeah, I mean, I hate talking about this stuff. But I will, because it's important, even though I don't want to. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to bring up this. So, okay. Holo. Okay, I'll share all this. XRP. Okay, I'll turn this into a Coinbase reaction video. Okay, that's what I'm going to do, because we've got no one calling in. So the Friday phone line, I'm going to shut the phone line. I didn't get anyone calling. That's the first time ever. Don't know why that was. Right, okay. So Coin XRP warning. Okay, here we go. Okay. Let me see if anyone's who's watching me right now. Okay. I have a crypto warning right now. Yesterday, XRP, we predicted it to the second of the pump just because of proper information directly from the White House press room sent to me via my friends. I gave you the pump. It was absolutely spot on to the second. I even recorded a video to document the event so you can go back and check me. But I'm going to warn everyone now of some bad actors, and this makes me concerned about where we go today. It involves XRP, it involves microcloud, it involves GameStop. What am I talking about? Well, overnight there's been lots of moves. Last night, let me come back to the XRP screen. Last night we covered the Coinbase earnings. It's good earnings. We said it'd be good earnings. We said it would be. It did. We said XRP would go up. It did. Great. Everything was brilliant. However, they said some things that would alarm me. And Robinhood did the same thing. They talked about this predictive service. Robinhood started doing it where you can bet on, and it basically is gambling, betting on the outcome of the election, using it to predict events. It's not predicting events. Let's say what it is. It's gambling. Crypto is now being used for gambling, and they're promoting it. Last night we interviewed a guest on the show, and he said he didn't like to hear that when Robinhood said that. We heard it on Coinbase as well, and it was Saab, actually, one of our guests, and he said to me a very good point. Everyone wants to stay ahead of the curve. Everybody wants to be doing something that's the new thing. Remember NFTs? What a lot of nonsense that was. OpenSea, one of the biggest scams ever. Unbelievable. Crypto could be good. Crypto is good. It's the people that are bad. The greedy, liars, manipulators, so on and so forth. And I'm going to put a real big warning out here today, and all of these companies are related to it. I've just done, and I'm not going to go on about it too much, a big story about microcloud hologram. This morning I woke up, this video was trending, a video I made a year ago was trending on my channel, and I thought, why is that happening? Why am I getting all these views on an out-of-date video that has nothing to do with what's happening today with microcloud? And then I went onto my social media and looked on X, and I noticed that people in Saudi Arabia were promoting it. And here we go again. Manipulation. I opened up the phone line this morning, asked them to call in. No one called in. No one ever wants to put their name and their face like I do and record themselves like I do to statements like that. So what happened was people started using the video to promote microcloud hologram. It's a scam. And the reason why it's a scam, and I'm mentioning this now in this whole XRP, I'm making this in an XRP video as well. So I'm doing like 3 videos in one. Is because, do you know, that really confuses my mind. I don't even know what I'm doing now, but I'll keep going. I think I'll work it out. Shouldn't have said that because now I've confused myself. So this draws a bad light onto crypto at a really key moment. You may remember that we had Donald Trump on his inauguration release one of the worst coins ever. It popped up while he sat at the table. I got that information as well, directly from the table, to friends, to me, that they were selling it at the table. We saw what happened. The Trump coin crashed after they took all the profit, the Trump family, and everybody else lost money. It's one of the worst performing coins ever. Is that the way to start talking about Bitcoin and the fact that you love crypto? I don't think so. It was used in a way where everyone was robbed. Terrible. Now we wake up this morning, we see microcloud saying they're going to buy 200 million worth of Bitcoin because it's the trend and everyone's excited about Bitcoin. They're not. They haven't got the money for it. They haven't even done their filings for the last 2 or 3 quarters. Absolute nonsense. And I said it would go down this morning, and again I predicted it, and again it went down. Right? Now we've got GameStop, the worst stock in the world. Roaring Kitty, always selfish, always doing what's good for him, always lying, always acting like a flipping idiot, wrapped in bandages. And people watch idiots. They love it. They think it's great. What do he do? Pump it up. Everyone lost their money apart from him and a few others. Now we're doing it again. Oh, what's GameStop doing? GameStop is going to buy some crypto. Everybody wants to buy crypto all of a sudden. We're talking a lot more now about predictive charts. This is a really, really bad day for crypto. So I'm going to warn everybody right now. You can do what you want, say what you want. I don't care. I'm always making money. I never lose money. 20 trades, 20 wins. But I'm going to tell you, my job is to grow the most honest and the best YouTube channel in the world. We're doubling our rate of growth every month. 98% of you are members, higher than any other channel in the world. One of the biggest YouTubers in the world are on finance. Meet Kevin, over 2 million subscribers. Okay, took him 10 years to get to 1 million. We're going to be there in 6, which is half the time. Was being paid $2,500 a time every time he mentioned the word FTX. Biggest scam going. And now his ETF has collapsed. He charges for training programs. All of it is nonsense. All of it is now falling apart. People are realizing the whole bloody thing was nonsense. He tried to run for the governor of California. I think he got 9% of the vote. Absolutely collapsed. He thought because he's a big YouTuber, he could manipulate his way and push his way in. Nonsense. All of it is nonsense. And people are realizing now what is going on. Now, XRP, we like the network. We've always said invest in the network. We said invest in the banks, the institutions, Coinbase. But now it's getting a dirty face. It's getting a dirty face. Be very careful. I told you yesterday it would pump. It did. Did exactly what we said it would do. Could everyone please tap the like button? Everyone's forgotten. I'm putting a really, really important bit of news out here about XRP. Please, please, please tap the like button. Share this out. You've all gone to sleep. There's 240 people watching with 41 likes. That's bloody rubbish. Get involved. This is your money. I'm not going to lose on XRP. I don't pump and dump anything. I just tell you how it is. I share with you the information. You do what you do with it as you want. I just want to help people out. But today is a really, really bad day in this space. All right? Coinbase, XRP, GameStop, everyone is focusing now on predictive charts. It is. It's just gambling. It's a very, very bad day for the crypto space. Robinhood talked about it. They said that's what they want to do. Coinbase said that's what they want to do. You do not want to make, just as Bitcoin and crypto is slowly emerging from the darkness of doing something good to be doing something bad again. Remember why people didn't like it in the first place? Because it was unregulated, decentralized. Nobody wanted XRP because it was going to be regulated. And then you want the government to back it. And then the president decides to bring out the worst coin in history, which only he made money from, and his family and everybody else lost money. And all that happens at the same time as MicroCloud saying they're going to buy Bitcoin. I said the stock would go down. I said it would rubbish. I got loads of attacks on my Instagram over this, because I shared with you this morning the people who are following me on X from Saudi Arabia. I showed you and in fact, I'll do it again just so you can see. I don't make this stuff up, right? I don't make this up. This is what happened this morning. This is a big warning for XRP today and Coinbase and everything else involved with crypto. And I just want everyone to know, because all of a sudden I'll get some news about this and then it'll be sell off again and everybody will lose again. I'm just trying to help you. Look at my notifications here this morning. Let me scroll up. Let me find it. Here it is. I'm getting followed now from people in Saudi Arabia. This is where these views of Hollow came from this morning. People I don't know following me. If we scroll down here, look at this. I'll show you exactly when it happened. I'm not making this stuff up. New massive run, Holo. They were sharing a video of mine a year ago. Click on this person. Who is this person? It's a person from Saudi Arabia. It might be a wonderful person. I have no idea. Translate bio. There isn't one. Okay. And they were sharing, look at this, hologram, crypto, saying hologram are buying buying Bitcoin and XRP this morning, all cryptocurrencies. They haven't even got the money. This isn't true. People were sharing it. People were talking about it on my videos. Look at this. This is my live 60 minutes. This is where we're live right now. Look at this. A video I made a year ago. Look, February the 16th, 2024. 1 year, 2 days. 2 days. Started to get watched this morning, and I checked, and people were paying to advertise the bloody thing. Unbelievable. So, big warning this morning. A lot of manipulation going on in the crypto space. Micro hologram. Trying to buy XRP and Bitcoin. Not happening. I said it would go down. It was all a con to short the stock. What's happening? It's getting shorted. It's going down. That was a con. XRP, it's wobbling right now. You had a massive rally. I gave you the information directly from the White House. I had friends telling me what was going on. I told you it would pump. It did pump. I said be careful. When it started to dip a little bit, in fact, I told you last night when to sell it, live on the Coinbase. I said, this is the point, sell it. It dropped. Then someone said to me, should I buy it back at this point? And I said, I'd be careful now if I was you. It's too late to sell. And it went back up again. That was what I was saying. Too late to sell, back up again. And then it went on higher, and now we're wobbling. So all I'm saying, I wish I had some information more than I do. I don't have anyone telling me anything else. I've got nothing else to share with you. All I know is what I've given you about people are manipulating crypto today in a very, very bad way. So micro hologram, buying crypto, they're not. They haven't got any money. They're going bankrupt. It's a short exercise. That's all it is. XRP, it's wobbling. Be very, very careful. Bitcoin has just started to sell off. Be careful. GameStop could you possibly be in a more manipulated stock? Roaring Kitty, covered in bandages. What a flipping scammer and liar he is. GameStop are now saying they're investing in Bitcoin and so on and so forth. I gave you this here. Let me give you a bit more of it. After hours movers, GameStop jumps after hours, of course. Prospects of crypto investment. Prospects. Thursday's late night trading activity included a stock price advance in GameStop, while Applied Materials struggling after issue its latest financial guidance. Oh, hello. What we got here?
Wadey donated £5 through a super chat. Can you do Realty Income Corporation? Oh, earnings on 24th February, one of the best monthly div stocks.
I'll look at the date for you in a moment. Thank you very much indeed, and I will confirm it when I've checked it. US stocks, DJI finished the day session higher. Okay, GameStop, here we go. Up 8% following a CNBC report that the video game retailer is thinking about investing in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. The report cited unnamed sources familiar with the matter. Reported unnamed, of course, a bloody unnamed, probably Roaring Kitty. I'm not even going to show it anymore. I just want to warn everybody, there's something going on, and Bitcoin, crypto is getting a dirty face again. I don't like it. I like the technology. I like it to be open and honest. And right now, I'm seeing nothing good. SoundHound this morning, a big AI play. SoundHound this morning had a big slap in the face. Nvidia exited their trade. So their investment in the company. So be very, very careful on that one. All right, so I'm going to end this up with my warning on Coinbase, GameStop, XRP, Bitcoin, microcloud, the whole thing, as my portfolio is still green, all-time highs again. Be careful. Be careful, be careful. I do not like to see crypto being abused in this way. I wish I could tell you where XRP was going next. I don't know. I don't like it though. I wouldn't be in it. I would have taken my profit, as I have advised last night. Take your profit, at least take your seed money out. I don't know what comes next. You don't need to gamble. I started with $5,000. I've now got an all-time high, 155,514. Basically in cash. If you add all my money together, my Roth IRA, the margin, I've got $270,000. I don't short stocks, I don't own crypto, I don't do options. It's very easy to make money. The hard part is to keep it. Please, please be careful. There's my warning. I didn't like hearing about predictive charts, making, gamifying, and gambling with crypto. This is not the way forward. We do not want to be doing this just to be like the edge of the curve, just to be first, just to be doing what everybody else thinks they should be doing. Rubbish. I made the declaration and the promise there would be no AI on my show. This is real. This is live. I don't need the latest technology. I don't need the latest thing. Keep it real, keep it honest. That's why we've got so many members. That's why our YouTube channel is exploding. People like Meet Kevin now are getting caught out. He's losing his ETF. Got his 2 planes. He won't be long before he loses those as well. People are realizing that this whole thing is nonsense. 63,000, look at that, rolling around onto 64,000 by Monday. I wouldn't be surprised. It's very, very exciting at times indeed. There you go. There's my warning to everybody today with Coinbase, XRP. Please be very careful. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description. I will post you the prediction videos the moment I made them. You can verify. I never take anything down. I never edit anything. I tell you it live. I share it live. I do it in real time. Please be careful. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a big drop. I don't know. I've not got enough information to say that, but I got a hunch we're going to get a big drop. This is not looking good for XRP crypto right now. I don't like it. Today, crypto gets a dirty face and a big slap on Love Day. Click above my head, down below in the description. Over here, I shall put the prediction video from last night. And down here, I shall put the love event tonight. We've got a live request. You can be live on the show. Request live songs in our love event. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Oh, hang on a minute.
Slowly with Sledge donated €2 through a super chat. How Kitty scammed you. Although he won quite a lot.
I'm glad that came in right at the end. This is a non-member, so this is someone just trying to troll my channel. How did Roaring Kitty scam you? That's what I'm translating it to mean, how Kitty scammed you. I thought he won quite a lot. Okay, let me explain that. I was going to finish there, but I will explain that. That is from someone who's trying to troll the channel. So let's please explain what that is. How did Roaring Kitty scam me? He didn't scam me. He scammed you. He didn't scam me. 20 trades, 20 wins, always hitting all-time highs. I'm making money all the time. Didn't scam me. I tried to protect you, though. Now you're saying, how did he... So he didn't scam me. So let me say he scammed you. How did he scam you? I thought he won quite a lot. He did. Are you best mates with Roaring Kitty now? Are you investing in Roaring Kitty? Are you his mum, his dad, best mate? Do you want Roaring Kitty to win at your expense? If so, then congratulations, you got what you wanted. Not really sure what the point here is. Roaring Kitty manipulated everyone. He broke all the SEC rules, all the regulations to make money for himself. He got struck off as being a financial advisor. He was using inside information. He was breaking all the rules. And he went online when everybody during COVID was desperate to make money, stuffed it to everybody, pumped up a stock that had no value. He and a few other people made all the money, and most people lost money. Now, before you go, no, he didn't. My mate made some money. My mate down the pub made some money. 99% of the people who lost money, you will never hear about. They're watching this show right now, screaming at the channel, going, I lost money. But no one knows about me because I haven't got a big social presence. I haven't got a big YouTube channel. I'm not able to tell anybody. Roaring Kitty stuffed it to everyone. He didn't scam me. I've not been scammed by anybody. Never been scammed, never will be scammed. Roaring Kitty did not scam me. He scammed you. Just like when Donald Trump brought out the Trump coin and Melania, they scammed you as well. But they didn't technically. It's your fault. You bought it. They told you not to buy it. In their social media post, they said, do not buy this. This is not financial advice. No one cared. They bought it anyway. And then they sold it and thought, well, we did tell everybody. There you go. So to answer your question, how did Roaring Kitty scam me? He didn't. I couldn't care less what Roaring Kitty does. He's a bloody idiot. He's a liar, he's a cheat, he's a bloody idiot. I'm not interested in what he does, but I do care about my members. He scammed you. He didn't scam me. Right, I need to end this video. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description, over here and over here. Until next time, take care. Oh, over here is the XRP prediction video. I got it right to the second, and I put my name in the sand. And down here, look at the subscribers today. We're exploding. Down here, I shall put the event tonight, the love event, where you can have a live request for your loved one tonight. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Okay, Coinbase warning, and end of an era. Okay, that's next. What's the time? I've got to end this video. Nobody called in for the Friday phone-in. I'm disappointed about that. 37 minutes. 37. I will open up the phone line again if anybody wants to call in. The phone line is open, martynlucas.com. Oh, Alex is on the phone. Oh, there we go. I'll talk to you in a minute, Alex. So martynlucas.com. We want to get a bunch of people in for the Friday phone-in. There is the link, martynlucas.com/live. Uppercase L, uppercase A, Lucasades 100. It is case sensitive. Please make sure that you do that you are a member and you do. What am I saying? You call in. Well, do you make sure you call in? Well, that makes no sense. Right. Okay. Let's do this. I've got one last video to do, and then I will do our Friday phone-in. The phone lines are open. Please call in if you wish to do so. Right. Let's have a look at this. Going to explain a few things right now. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's do this. End of an era. Many of you will lose, always lose, if you do this. What am I talking about? If you adopt this attitude, you will always lose at the end of the day. Ultimately, you will lose. So this is a warning to everybody who's an investor or anything at all in life. If you get above yourself, ahead of yourself, think you're smarter than everybody else, you will ultimately lose. Guaranteed. It's the way the world works. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about one of the biggest YouTubers in the world in the financial space, a qualified financial advisor, Kevin Pathrath, known as Meet Kevin. He tried to become the governor of California, and that didn't work out. He started building a YouTube channel, and then he went completely nuts and crazy with everything involved, either a swear word, bankruptcy, okay, it's bad, disaster, it's over, deadly crashes, okay, it's bad, what the everything swearing, swear, chaos, drama, spending no time at all making any quality thumbnails because he's got so big for his boots. Well, it all come crashing down, and it'll all come crashing down for you as well. Very, very important lesson to learn this. My most important video I've ever made. Please pay attention to this. I think it's very, very important. Be humble. Be real, be honest, respect yourself more than anything else. If you do not, and you lie to yourself, and you convince yourself that the world is different, and it should be different, it isn't, but in your head you think it is, and you'll end up conning yourself, and you lose. This is a story of you alongside Meet Kevin. It's the same thing. Meet Kevin used to be a realtor. He used to rent properties and flip houses and so on and so forth. He decided to make a YouTube video, how to get rich. He got famous very, very quick. He's never met any of his in-person audience, as I have. I didn't do that. I did the opposite. I went around the world, 195 countries, and I got successful being the world piano man, meeting millions of people in person, real life, the white to their eyes, human beings who I felt emotion and connection to. So it made me realize that when I do this, there are real people watching, and it's really important to be real and honest. Meet Kevin decided that he got famous in 5 minutes, literally in 5 minutes on YouTube, and decided that he was bigger than he thought he was. Essentially, he went on and ended up buying 2 planes. Remember, this is a guy who's starting from nothing. Ended up buying 2 planes. He likes to put it on his channel, tell you how he's got his planes and his Cybertruck. He goes to the airport, gets in his Cybertruck. He started an ETF. He started promoting FTX coins, anything he could to make money. He brings his children onto the videos to make it look like he's a cuddly dad. Whatever it is, what the F, bankruptcy, okay, it's bad. His predictions always come off wrong. His claims of what to invest in always come off wrong. And his ETF called PP, he called it PP, thought it was funny. That's how seriously he takes investing. He literally going down the toilet. There it is. PP. It's over. Thinks it's funny? Well, do you think it's funny? All the investors lost money? I don't think so. But don't worry. Meet Kevin keeps making money, so it's okay. Now, let me tell you why this is important to you. It's really important. As we succeed in life, we start to think we're invincible. We can do anything. We're better and cleverer and smarter than everyone else. We know more than anyone. And I get it every single day on my channel. People tell me that I bought this Binky Bonk coin and I now know something. No, you don't. You got lucky. That's it. All right? Meet Kevin is not really famous. Really famous is like Elton John. I know. Right? Really famous is when people travel across the world to see you in person and pay a ticket to see you. When Meet Kevin went to the New York Stock Exchange, a handful of people turned up. He's got 2 million. Now, it took him 10 years to get to 1 million subscribers. We're going to be there in 6 years. Nearly half the time, and we've never taken any sponsorship from dodgy crypto to do it. I just go live and tell you the truth. So I'm doing it the hard way. It's much harder to build a channel about telling the truth than it is telling everyone the world's coming to an end. Now, I'm doing this because I'm glad he's losing everything because he asked for it. He deserves it. Many people have lost money with him, but I'm sure he'll sell his planes and he'll be fine. But the rest of you, You've got to remember this. If you win on a crypto coin and you've never read the balance sheet and you don't know what you're talking about, don't tell yourself you're a great investor and you're a wizard. You're not. You got lucky. It is gambling. And we've proven this time and time again. One of our dear friends yesterday, a couple of days ago, bought an asset which she really shouldn't have done because she saw somebody on YouTube talk about it and thought it was a great idea. Please do not do that, even including myself. If you hear the things that I say and it sounds interesting, go and read the prospectus, go and read the balance sheet and work out for yourself if it's a good investment. Now, some investments might just be fun. You might just have a passion for some particular stock. You might really love space. You might love the idea of space, but you've identified maybe it's speculative, it's risky, you don't know where the business is going, but you want to own it because you love it. That's okay too. But don't tell everybody that you know what's going to happen. Now, over and over again, when I was telling you the truth about where the stock market was going and making one after another reliable, useful YouTube videos about the economy, as I was doing it, Meet Kevin was saying the opposite. It was always going bankrupt, going down the toilet, everything's disaster, everything is this, everything is that. It was all a flipping lie. And now he's losing it. Point by point. In fact, I'll share with you. He has been now 2.03 million subscribers for months. He's not growing. In fact, people are unsubscribing. Now, I don't wish him well. He seems a nice bloke. But the trouble is, the lesson that he's experiencing is the lesson we all need to take a lesson from. Don't get bigger than your boots. Don't realize you're famous because you're on YouTube. You ain't. I'm sitting here on my own. I'm only talking to one person at a time. Each person who is looking down that camera lens at me, it's one-on-one. That's it. I'm on the front of a stage. I'm at the Blackpool Grand Theatre in England like I was years ago. I'm on the stage with my orchestra, my musicians, my dancers, and I'm talking to you. I'm singing to you and I'm talking to you. You're a real person. I don't care there's 63,000 subscribers. I'm looking at you, the single person I'm talking to, whether it's Alex in the green room, whether it's Sensei, whether it's Zaxay, whoever it is, I'm talking to one person, a real person. And that's where Meet Kevin went wrong. It was all about numbers. How many planes can I get? How many ETFs can I build? How much can I do? And how much less work can I put in? And how much lies can I spurt? And how much nonsense can I take money for that is completely which is basically fraud, which is what he did with FTX. So please, if you go through life, always keep it real. Remember, it's a 50-50 chance for you as it is for everyone else. No one has an advantage over anyone else. If you get lucky and something goes well for you, remember, and this is where Meet Kevin got it all wrong. He thought it was him. The 2 million people were him. No, it isn't. I'm just me on my own. The reason why we're growing is because of you. I am not here for my self-gratification and my self-accolade. We're here for you. It's why every day on my social media, every time I get a new subscriber, you saw it on my X last night, my Instagram, I share it with you. It's not to show off, it's to share your journey with me. That's it. Because it's not me subscribing, it's not my achievement. You're the ones who subscribed, and I realize that. So every day I celebrate that and I get excited about it. And I tell everybody, look, we got another subscriber. And literally, Leah will tell you, if you ever ask my wife, she would tell you that I have my phone attached to me all day on the YouTube studio. And every few minutes I refresh and I see another subscriber. I have seen every single subscriber, other than when I'm asleep, and even then I wake up during the night. I've seen every subscriber become a subscriber of my channel, and I will do all the way to wherever it goes, because everyone is a real person. So I'm sorry that Meet Kevin is losing everything now, but he deserves it. He needs a wake-up call. I need to tell everybody here the same thing. As an investor, don't tell everybody that you know what's going to happen. You don't. I don't know. When I say I believe that the stock's going up today or going down today, it's based upon information I've been given directly from the source. It's not guessing, it's factual information which could take the stock either way, but it's factual information, and this is my interpretation of it, and I present it to you. If there's good news, I say there's good news. If there's bad news, I say there's bad news. But I don't do what is going to sell the video. Ever. Meet Kevin has found out through his best mate, Graham Stepan, who's even bigger. He's got like 5 million subscribers. He's found out that certain things you do over and over again get views. So he keeps doing it. You may have seen Graham Stepan always waving his hands in the air. He's like a bloody lunatic. Apparently, doing that, he's measured it, that it moves the algorithm. Let me tell you something, folks. It's a load of flipping rubbish. It's all about the people. And I can tell you this now, and this is really, really important. About 4 years ago, I did a conference for the biggest YouTubers in the world. I was providing the sound and light, the big production to these big YouTubers who were presenting their themselves to the world. Now, why were they there? Well, they were put on by a private individual who was a business entrepreneur who hired me to do the production. He put on an event. Why? Because he can sell tickets for exorbitant money. I'm talking $1,500, $2,000 to meet not Michael Jackson or Frank Sinatra, but to meet people like Mr. Beast, big YouTubers like that. So they get paid lots of money. He makes lots of money. People pay stupid amounts of money to be told how to get successful on YouTube. Think of this for a moment, and this will apply to everything that you do in life. The room is full. Thousands of people paying stupid amounts of money to listen to people tell them how to get rich. What's the one thing you can predict? Guaranteed. The people telling you how to get successful are going to get successful not because they know what they're doing. They know that you want to know how they get successful, so they do. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's absolutely bonkers. If you tell everybody, this is how you're going to get rich, right, in 5 minutes, everybody will follow you. Well, guess what? You'll get rich in 5 minutes because everybody believes you, because you must be, because you're doing it. It's ridiculous. The only reason that you're successful on that stage, because everybody sitting in front of you is broke. Everybody in front of you is going nowhere. Everybody in front of you has got nothing, and they want to be like you. What they don't realize is you are like them. You just lied about it. And that's what this is. And investing in crypto is the same. People will tell you they know what the best thing is. Meet Kevin's been doing it for years, constantly telling you this is the best thing to invest in. Blah, 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 blah. Buy my ETF, gone down the toilet. Buy FTX, gone down the toilet. It was a scam. I get invited every single day to do scams. I could make so much money promoting rubbish to you, and you wouldn't even know. And you know what? It would make me so much money and my channel would explode. You know why? Because everybody else would see me growing, thinking this guy must know what he's doing. They all want to follow me now. Everybody, it's like the Pied Piper. Just follow me. Follow me over the cliff as I lose all my money. Don't worry, I won't lose my money, but you will. So, I'm very, very sorry today that Meet Kevin is losing everything. His channel is it should go to zero. It won't. People will keep coming back. Does everyone remember that guy on YouTube? Was it Raoul Paul? Was it Raoul Paul? He brought out a crypto coin and one of the biggest rug pulls in history. He still got the same subscribers. Everyone lost their money. They still follow him because there's that hope. Because he's big, he's famous, he must know something. No, he doesn't. He's never met anyone. It's all nonsense. It's all on YouTube. It's all utter rubbish. So please be careful. So if you are an investor, do not follow, and that includes me. Do not follow anyone on YouTube, including me. I bring you the facts of the relationships that I build. It's not to sell videos. The headlines don't sell videos. I just tell you the truth. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. I tell you what I found out directly from the source to share it with you because I want to do something good. I want to help people. And that's all there is to it. I want to do a good thing so I can be proud of myself. I don't want a stupid plane. I don't need 2 of them. Certainly don't need 2 of them. In fact, I don't need 1. Why do I need 1? I don't need any planes. It's ridiculous. Meet Kevin doesn't need a plane, doesn't need 2 of them. It's nonsense. Be careful. What you read on YouTube is rubbish. People making up stories, people selling promises of stuff. Do your own research. And all you've got to do is, if you're going to buy a business, is read the prospectus for the ETF or read the balance sheet of the business. It tells you everything you want to know. Everything else is momentum. You can't control momentum. You can't control what people are going to do in the market. Where I come in is I share with you real life experiences with real people telling me real stuff. It's how I knew XRP was going to go up, because I knew what was happening with crypto that night. I knew what was happening with Coinbase. I knew what was happening with the tariffs. So I told you. It's not secret. It's not clever. It's not magic. It's just common sense, doing the right thing. So there it is. I wanted to put this video out today. Don't be like Meet Kevin. Don't think you're smarter than everyone else. Don't crap on everyone else on the way up, because you're going to meet them on the way down. Let's do something great together. Be part of our family. Let's start a movement. And I will promise you right here and right now to always be live. Never take sponsorship from big corporations that are not viewers and members of the show. When we get to 1 million subscribers and Coca-Cola ring me up and go, there's $1 million. Are you a viewer? Are you a member? No, we just want to buy your voice. No, sod off. I won't do it. I won't increase the price of my memberships. There'll be no inflation. In fact, it's getting cheaper. What about training programs? He charges fortunes for training programs, and every 5 minutes there's another never-ending coupon code that expires tomorrow. He literally was telling you that you are stupid. Every day you kept coming back for another coupon code that expired. My training is provided for free. Sensei, Ed Nevius, they provide it for free. We'll never charge for it. That's it. Join the family. Be part of it. Be careful out there. Everyone just wants something from you. I want absolutely nothing from you other than your company, should you wish to give it. And I'll serve you the best way I can. I'll be live, I'll be real, I'll be honest, I'll answer everything. I won't take money to sponsor anything. I won't tell you lies. Why do I need to? I just want to have fun. I couldn't care less about all the financial trappings. Just want to have fun and do a good thing so I can be proud. Click above my head, down below in the description, over here and over here, some other stuff that you might find useful. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right. Okay, let's have a Friday phone-in. Friday phone-in on Love Day. Bloody hell, I've got all these videos to put out. Flipping heck. Let's bring everybody in. Who have we got on the phone line today? Let's go into party 1. And we've got Alex up there in spot number 8. Good morning, Alex. Let's put Zachzay in spot number 9. Unmute yourself, gentlemen. Bring yourself on the show. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Alex. How are you?
Good morning, Martyn. Good morning, and good morning, everyone. I'm very well, sir. How are you?
I'm all right, mate. I'm bloody marvellous. Yes, good. Wonderful. Good to be here. How are you, Zachzay?
Happy Friday, Vusa!
That was good, that. I liked that the other day. Yeah, very, very good. Yeah, Vusa. Yeah, very, very good. That was Vanessa.
Very cheering.
Very cheering.
Happy Valentine's Day. All the love in the air to everybody. The Lucas said.
There it
all
is.
the subscribers, and especially for you, Martyn.
Thank you, mate.
With Leah, everything that you've done and you're doing through your show, the pure entertainment and pure fun you're supplying to us. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. It's not. Do you know what? It's much easier just doing the right thing than it is to do the hard thing. I don't know how these people who manipulate and make up stuff remember all the lies. I would forget what I said yesterday. So anyway, thank you. I appreciate that, mate. And hopefully you'll join us tonight for the Valentine Love event tonight. Should be a good one. I'm excited about it.
Your incredible performance. Incredible performance.
We open the pub tonight. Bring the beers in. Oh, hello. We got Stephen Lewandowski calling in as well. Where shall I put Stephen? I'm going to clear the tickers down there. We're going to put Stephen in spot number 2. There we go. We're filling up nicely now. If you want to call in. Good morning, Stephen. How are you?
Good morning.
How are you, mate?
Good. Doing good.
Good to see you. Good to see you this morning. Market's doing great. Green again. All-time highs again. Are you making some money? Everything good for you in your world?
Yep. Doing good. I'm actually out of the market now. I'm just waiting for oil.
You're out of the market. Yeah. So your money's earning, what, 4%, 4.5% in uninvested cash, I guess?
Actually not. I was in VU, and I made a few bucks in VU and PR, and I got out, took my profits, so I'm happy.
But it's still in your brokerage account earning 4% interest though, right?
Yeah, it's in my brokerage and in my IRAs.
In your
I
IRA.
got 4 accounts.
Have you got any money in the brokerage account earning 4% then?
Actually not. I'm waiting to get back in on something, and like I said, taking a break from the market and
taking a break. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. You know my thoughts though. I believe staying in the market always, or at least earning 4% interest. Just having money sat in the bank earning nothing. It's not a good. That's not what I would do. But that's maybe I will one day.
I'm going on 66, so I try to keep my money safe, and
I understand that.
I'm good.
You've got the money, you don't need it. You're on holiday all the time. Doesn't matter, does it really?
No, it don't matter.
There you go.
I'm happy.
That's it. See, we're all probably going to change our approach. I'm sure my approach will be different. I'm sure when I get to $1 million, it will be like, well, what's the point in being in anything? Just don't risk anything.
Well, I made $40,000 last year on Matador.
That's good.
So I'm happy.
Yeah, I would say so.
I keep doing that year after year after year. So
just got to wait for the right time. Yeah, that makes sense. As we know, oil is secular like that, so you have to just wait for the right time.
I usually get in VU, in between, but I got out of VU because of the tariff stuff. So I was kind of nervous about it.
Right.
So.
Right. No. The tariffs thing is a concern. A lot of people are worried. I don't see it as inflationary, not long term. Short term, I do. But the market is proven, as it's done now for 2 years. It's very resilient.
I'd like to say hi to Alex and Zach.
Oh, wonderful.
Hello, Stephen.
Hi, Stephen. Hi, Alex. Hi. Happy Friday to you guys.
Awesome
Happy
stuff.
Happy Friday indeed.
Yeah, awesome. Let me put Stephen up there a minute. I'm just going to just adjust. Oh, there we go. Perfect. We've got some comments coming in. If you want to call in, it's martynlucas.com/live. I'll put the link in the chat again if you'd like to call in. We've got 10 spots. This is what we do tonight.
So if you already went shopping, you can see, first of all, there is no eggs, and avocado is like $1 million for avocado.
Oh, yeah. Our local supermarket has limited the amount of eggs you can buy. You can only buy 2 cartons of eggs now.
Wow.
Yeah, there is the chicken disease.
Yeah, you take it for granted. And it's awful, actually, because of the prices of eggs gone up so much. We're having to buy the really cheap eggs, and we don't like doing that because you know what happens to the chickens that are doing the cheap eggs. But we can't afford the deer eggs.
It's pretty good for me because I'm in British, so that will be the substitute one day.
Sorry, you broke up. Would you repeat that again?
I'm sorry, the connection probably, but I'm saying it's good for me because any food crisis comes to my investing because I'm invested in printed food. There is a machine that can print you steak and seafood and can print you eggs and can print milk.
Doesn't sound very nice when you say it. Prince, don't know. So you
Yeah,
sell
how
it
would
to,
you like your steak?
well, from a cow, predominantly. A living creature that's dead, and we cook it. I don't know. So how do you get your steak, Zach? Tell me all about it.
I like my steak medium rare, but you can make the percentage of fat. You can make the percentage of the meat, and it's all print himself straight to the chef to cook, and it can print in 1 minute one steak, which means if you supply the world one day and there is a crisis of food, there won't be any missing food.
So how is it made? How does the machine print a
It
steak?
takes cell. It's from one cell of the animal. It's able to take the cells and print them in a process of a few seconds into the desired code of the technology of the machine. So
Okay.
basically, you can program yourself the amount, and it goes through layers and print it straight in front of your eyes. Today, those 3D machines and 4D machines also supply human parts that, if you need, they can print human parts for surgeries. And I believe in that technology because I think one day we hopefully we won't need it, but even in a poor world, if you can supply food for so many people with one machine, that can do magic.
I mean, when you first say it, print a steak, it
Sounds
sounds
scary.
it sounds it sounds ridiculous. But when you think of what he's just said for a moment, you just stop and think, right? Everything is made up of chemicals. Everything is made up of cells and biology and all the rest of it, right? That's it. You know, I know we look at things and it's a living thing. It's not a sign. It was not a man-made thing. It's a living thing. You know, a plant, a flower, a tree, a cow, a person. It's all real, right? Well, okay. But if you've managed to take those cells in the body or in the thing or the plant and then recreate it, you're just reproducing life, aren't you? So it maybe not as silly as it sounds. I mean, you know, we can grow, like you say, we can grow body parts, and no one's going to say no to that if it's going to save their life. They go, oh yeah, great. I need a new kidney. Can you grow me one? Yeah, we can do it. Exactly the same as it is in your body. We can grow it. You wouldn't say, I don't want it, would you? If it saved your life, you'd take it. So,
You know, from the beginning of time, and I think you spoke about it last Friday phone in about the food. From the beginning of time, human beings need to eat. Whatever you put to your body definitely makes the impact of how your body gonna act. If you
yeah.
put all the human being in the world the healthy food, everybody would be healthy. But that's why the science goes into health and Medicare, and because people need that help. So Medicare and taking the human being care is the most important thing, but it caused due to the food industry that damage our food or ourselves. So if you feed yourself well and in be in good health, of course you don't need any Medicare. But it's all about you and the food. Even if when I take a chicken, I see 6 pieces, four of them are nice and looking good. Two of them are white and very sad. You know, like it's never matched. Like you don't know what you buy, and if there is a whatever disease in it, and it can surprise you everywhere. Of course, I recommend to
Yeah.
cook home to know what you eat, and then you keep your health.
It makes sense if you think about it. It's just that we didn't always have that ability to do it. Now we do. But if you think about it, it makes sense. I mean, when you think about what we like when we eat something, the taste, there's not a real taste. It's purely the chemicals in our brain and our mind and the way it sends the information interprets and says, this is what this tastes like. You know, so the brain interprets. I'm just going to mute Stephen just for a moment, Stephen.
Check something.
Let me just mute Stephen. There we go.
I can even compare it to a companies because we are in the stock market. Every company based on sales, and every salesperson in the world start the day with zero. It's up to his mood, the contracts, the connections, the ability of him to go and sign contracts or sell, even if it's a gum or a newspaper or a house. So every salesperson of company starts with zero, and it's up to them how they prep the day, how they schedule, how they have meetings, and how they keep themselves busy, of course. So good company and busy company makes money, and they had future. You can see it in the charts. If you look 90 days, 120 days, 180 days, and you can see the program of the chart go up, of course it's a good company.
Let's talk about, because we've got quite a big audience watching us at the moment, and the subject is XRP pump event. Now what? And I just showed you some information this morning about all this false information with hologram and SoundHound and GameStop. And Coinbase mentioned it. Robinhood has mentioned it. Talking about using crypto for predictive charts. You first saw Robinhood do it a few weeks ago, where you could, where you could predict the outcome of the election. A few months ago now, I suppose. You could predict the outcome of the election. There was two coins. There was two things you could buy. You could buy Trump or Biden or Harris or whatever. But the point is, you could gamble on Robinhood predicting the future. And people are jumping on this now as a great idea. And we want to give people what they want. No, they don't. They want to make sure that they're ahead of the curve, and they want to keep making money for themselves. That's what's really happening. I don't think it's a good idea. I think it dirties the face of crypto today. More and more people are talking about it. Businesses are going, let's buy Bitcoin. That'll be good for our business. Our business is failing, like Hologram, for example. Let's just buy some Bitcoin and make us look cool and make us look like a good business. Just buy the Bitcoin then. Don't buy the business who just bought Bitcoin. That's stupid. I mean, absolutely stupid. So we've just got Vaz just come in. Good morning to you, Vaz. How are you?
Yep, everyone. Good. Just came back from work. How is everyone?
What time is it?
4 o'clock in the UK.
Is it?
Oh, sorry. Silly me. Hey up, everyone. Welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor Channel. Do you know what time it is?
Time for Vaz to call in and annoy me. Brilliant.
Happy Friday, Vaz.
Happy Friday, Vaz. Doing great. Loving the videos. Everyone's loving the videos. Getting some good numbers there, mate. You were upset with me the other day. You were upset the other day. You said, yeah, eVTOL. He called me up the other day. He said to me, Martyn, I'm not getting the numbers I was hoping I'd get. I thought I was getting more than that. I said, mate, it's brilliant. 200, 300, 400, 500. What are you on about? These are good numbers. What are you on about? These are really good numbers. If you put them on a channel you set up tomorrow, you'd have two. And it's EVTOL. It's not even it's not even one of the big subjects. It's one of the niche subjects. You're doing really well, mate. People are loving it, watching it.
Thank
so
you.
You've not seen yet. And when we have our production meeting, I will share you the analytics, the back end of those videos, and because you've not seen that yet. And I'll show you the watch time. I'll show you the engagement, and I'll show you all the ins and outs of it. Of how it's performing, and you'll go, oh, that's all right, that. And then I can show you other channels and compare it, and you'll go, oh, I see, I'm doing quite well, yeah. You're doing really well. You're doing well, and it's going to keep on getting better. So congratulations, mate. I'm loving it.
Always improving. Always
improving, mate. Always improving. So anyone got any thoughts on this then? Using their brokerages, so Robinhood, Coinbase, you name it, predictive charts. They're bringing in an element of gambling, or do you think it's a great idea? Who wants to kick off on that one?
I'll tell you that in one of the bars over here, there is like a stock market for the beer. Whoever buys the amount of beer, the price of the beer goes down. You can bet on anything. It does make the interest for people to come in.
I know you like a bit of gamble. You like to gamble, don't you? Zach said it's a pleasure for you. It's a hobby. You like to go to a casino. I understand that. I understand people enjoy
I would love
it.
to sit with Brian Bynum for a poker game. I would
Yeah,
love that.
I'd like to watch you two play, but I wouldn't want to do it. I don't like losing money. I'd like to watch it though. It's entertaining. I get it. It's entertaining. But do you think that
It's the trash talk. Trash talk.
Yeah, but do you think predictive charts and gambling on things and predicting things belongs on crypto? And do you think it belongs on a brokerage platform where people are investing? It's making people do the wrong type of investing, isn't it? Or does it not matter?
We need to understand gambling is illegal in almost most of the world. It's illegal to gamble.
Okay.
Any gamble that you take, no matter what, it's for your own risk. And people getting addicted to gambling, no matter what, just like alcohol, just like other things. So the amount of thing of you on controlling yourself, it's a self-control, and definitely it's getting the attention of people. Wherever you see a casino, people always, oh, should I stop? Do I have the luck today? So it's a good that you have the ability, and because they can.
All right. Well, what about because it's on an app on your phone and it's fun and it's easy and it's whatever? Does that make the rules change? What I mean by that is, you're saying it's okay. Robinhood should have whatever they want, predictive trades, whatever you want to do. Okay. If you walked into your financial advisor, old school, the bank, I don't know, Merrill Lynch, Wells Fargo, you go in and you sit down with the bank and you talk to your financial advisor, a qualified financial advisor who's learned how to trade, invest. He's got some skills, he's got some knowledge, and he says to you, right, we're looking at your business and we're looking at your growth, what you've achieved. He talks to you about tax and how you can avoid tax and how you can make more money, and all good, right? It's educational, based upon facts. And then he went, oh, just before you go, we got a new product. Do you fancy betting on the outcome of the Super Bowl? We got a little deal over there. You can put 50 quid on it and you can bet on the outcome of the Super Bowl. You'd go, what? If I want that, I'd gone into my local gamble office. I'd have gone to the casino. Why are you mentioning that to me? Well, I'll tell you the truth, because if I encourage you to gamble on it, I get a commission. Oh, so the banks just wants to make money out of me gambling? Yeah. I don't mind gambling. It's okay. But should you be selling me that product? Do you want to sell me some fish and chips at the same time? I mean, I just don't think it belongs on a brokerage app. That's all I'm saying. But maybe I'm just an old sod and I don't know what I'm talking about.
So first of all, my financial advisor recommended me to put my money in the S&P. So that's for your.
Sounds
and
like
I'm
me.
not the financial advisor. Second thing is that if they give you again in the casino so many games and you want to try a new game, it's up to you to game and gamble, because bottom line, Robinhood is a gambling app.
I don't see it that way.
Investing or stock market include in many places as gambling. So you basically know what you're doing, even if it's the S&P, basically place that you can put your money and lose it as the same as win it. It's basically gambling.
Well,
there is nothing safe.
Is it? No, I know it's not safe, but it's not gambling though. Do you think buying a house is gambling?
Definitely no. It's something you can see, you can touch, you can hold. It's yours.
Well, hang on,
you pay taxes for it.
Hang on. If I buy the S&P 500, I've currently got $17,000 worth of shares of Nvidia. I can walk into Nvidia, not literally, but I have $17,000 of that business. I have a piece of that pie. That's a real thing. I own a piece of that business. And if I bought enough shares of it to prove it's real, if I bought enough, I could walk in and demand that Jensen Huang buggers off and I sit in his chair because I've got enough shares. I could do that. So that's a real thing. That's not gambling. That's a real thing. You own something for real.
Correct. But if tomorrow it comes and said, okay, we decided to close the company, it's not in your hands.
True, but it's a publicly traded company. You can't just close the company down tomorrow. You'd have to sell the shares. You'd have to dilute it down and sell off the assets. I still own a piece of it. You can't just go, Jensen Wong couldn't just say, you know what, I'm bored with Nvidia. I'm shutting it down. Too bad, you lost all your money. That can't happen. That's
correct.
not allowed.
Not in that case.
No, that definitely can't
Correct.
happen. So
But in a high-risk companies, in a high-risk companies, sometimes there is that fatal or one event that can cause a whole company to go
absolutely.
down.
If you buy a business which is essentially bankrupt or got no value or huge amounts of debt, yeah. But then you shouldn't be buying that shit, should you really?
Not necessarily. I'm more than 2 decades, and I love to go to Bed Bath and Beyond, and to shop there, and then to go to home and invest in the company. And I love to go to before Wakibia Bank, that turned to be Wells Fargo, Wakibia. And before that, there was Toys R Us, now even bankruptcy, or
Yeah.
Sears, somebody mentioned yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of the big stores will survive.
No, but it's no surprise that Bed Bath and Beyond went bankrupt. We knew years before it was going to go bankrupt. People were trading on it when it was bankrupt, thinking they could make money out of it. We were telling people, why are you doing it? What? Oh, I'm making money. You're buying a bankrupt company. In a minute, you can have nothing. And eventually they had nothing. So what do you think, Alex? I saw you put your hand up. Do you think investing, buying shares is gambling? I feel it's just like buying a house.
I had the same conversation yesterday at work, and that's why I showed my expressions on my face really fast. I think between gambling and investment, loads of people are getting confused a little bit. I've got some of the people that I've talked to, they were using the how can I say that? They were using the excuse of, it can go bankrupt. Okay, but in order to go bankrupt, it will show you evidence. Like Tesla, for example, I don't see that Elon Musk can go tomorrow and say, "Oh, I'm bankrupting."
No, you can't. No, listen. I declared myself bankrupt once. Let me explain how this works. Right now, I have no debt. I have no debt to anyone. I have my margin, but the assets are in there, so I can sell anytime I want. I'm not gonna. That is a debt, but it's on the equity of my loan of my shares, which are all up 30-40%. I can sell all of that now and walk away. Right. So exclude margin for a moment. I've got no debt, so I can't go bankrupt. You can't go bankrupt unless you owe somebody some money. Right. You can't go bankrupt because you're poor, or you're bankrupt because you just skint, or you haven't got any money, so you're bankrupt. No, you're bankrupt when you can't pay your bills, and you have to have bankruptcy to settle that. Whether it's just say it's all over, I'm never going to pay it, or work a way of paying it back over time or whatever. That's an involuntary contribution if you're going to pay it back over time. But essentially, you can't go bankrupt if you don't owe any money. You can be poor and skint and say I'm bankrupt, but you're not bankrupt. It's like when I get hungry every night, I say, Leah, I'm starving. She goes, you're not starving. People in Africa are starving. You're just hungry. Well, there's no way you're starving. I've seen how much weight you're putting on your chin. You're not starving, right? So bankrupt's the same. So years ago, I was in a situation where my income was dropping, but my debts were still up here. And I knew I would never pay them off because the banking crisis came. People stopped going to the theaters. There wasn't enough income to service my debt. So I could have waited to ultimately be bankrupt because I just eventually would be forced to, or I said, I don't want to wait 6 years for this to happen. I can see, unless I win the lottery or the whole world changes around, I'm going to eventually run out of money. So I declared myself bankrupt and I started again. I made sure everyone was paid and we built a business again and everything was great, right? That's it. Because I borrowed money that I couldn't afford to pay back, okay, at the current income I had. And that's why I don't borrow anymore now. Apart from margin, but that's based upon my assets. So, no one, Elon Musk can't wake up tomorrow morning and say, because he's just bored and he wants to just live on the beach and he can't be bothered to say Tesla's bankrupt. Sorry, everybody. No, he's got to apply by rules and regulations. He's made his company. It's not SpaceX. He could do that. SpaceX is a private company. SpaceX, he could go out tomorrow night. He could go to a casino and he could say, I'm putting all the money that SpaceX has in the bank, I don't know, $10 trillion, and just make up a number, on red. And it goes black. And Caesar's Palace say, right,
It happened in the past. SpaceX was about to close the business, bankrupt.
Right.
And Elon Musk was waiting basically for the third rocket to be a success.
Right.
And that, I believe that was a risk. I wouldn't say that's a gamble because it was a risk. But
leading up to that point, though, he knew how much money he had and how much money he was spending, and if it went over this point, he tips over, he's bankrupt. Right?
Exactly.
Right. These are known. Oh, hello. Okay. Fair enough. Blow your nose.
I'll mute myself next time. Sorry.
It's live TV, isn't it? Live TV, anything happens. Bloody hell. Bloody hell, Vaz. You know what time it is? Time for you to mute your microphone. Right. So, I'm only joking, mate. I've sneezed loads of time on the show. I'm going to mute it and it's too late and I sneezed. It happens. So, at the end of the day, you know when you're going to go bankrupt if you're managing your business. Not a surprise. So, if I went out tomorrow and I said, right, I'm going to put the value of my house in England, I don't know, or I'm SpaceX and I'm going to put all my money in the bank on red and it goes black. Now I owe them that money and I haven't got that money because I've already spent it, or now I'm bankrupt. So you know what you're doing. So when a company is private, it can do all kinds of things that is private and then we all find out and go, oh dear, whatever. But a public company has to report all its accounts, all its expenditure to us. That's the rules. Doesn't mean they always do it, of course. We've seen some people don't do it. But we all know that the S&P 500 is not going to go bankrupt. It can't go bankrupt. It's impossible for it to go bankrupt.
You said it the other time as well, that even if one company is terrible and
they will be thrown out and a new one comes in.
Exactly. So they always going to have that stability, let's say, that a bad company goes, a good company joins. A bad company goes and a good company.
Yeah, the only way the S&P could go down like 99%, it can't go bankrupt. It tracks the S&P. It tracks the S&P. It's not an individual business, right? But it could go down 99% theoretically if every business in that index, Apple, Microsoft, everyone, lost all their money and all their managers and all their CEOs borrowed money they haven't got. No one bought anything. So no one's buying any food, no one's buying any Coke, no one's buying any phones, no one's buying any computers, and the CEOs have put all their cash, which they've got, because they've got cash to exist without selling phones. Remember, you own that cash. As a shareholder, you own that cash, so that's not going anywhere. But they put all that money on black, it all goes red, they lose all their money, they've got no income, and every single stock in the stock market does that, all at the same time. Then technically, you could lose all your money. But if that happens, World War III's happened, there's bombs falling everywhere, and that's the sort of stuff that me and Kevin will say. We're all going bankrupt, we're all going to lose it. There's no point thinking like that, because if an asteroid hits the bloody planet and we all die and we all get bombed, it doesn't matter what's in your S&P 500. It doesn't matter at that point. I always used to think like that years ago. I had this OCD, thinking, hang on a minute. When you go out and you use the app to buy something like Starbucks or whatever, you got 10 points. You earn some points. And I thought, they're my points. What about when I get older and I die? Is anyone going to come knocking on my door and give Liam my points? I got 10 points on Starbucks. Hang on, they're my points. Don't you nick my points. Right? Isn't someone... No, it's not going to happen. No one's going to chase you. There are people in Switzerland. There's a bank in Switzerland which handles people's assets when they die. I mean, hundreds of millions of dollars of assets, of stuff that people have, whether it's money, whether it's stuff, that no one's ever claimed. Somebody died. No one knew about it. No one got the will. No one's ever contested it. No one's ever claimed it. Just loads of stuff in the world sat in Swiss banks that no one's ever claimed. It just sits there forever and never will. You know? So there's no point worrying about stuff you can't control. I don't know how I got onto that, but I just thought that was
interesting. And I think that's gambling. Like things that you don't own, you can't control the risk, and you don't have any power on it.
You can't control most things in life. You can't control. If I die tomorrow, I'll get cancer tomorrow. I can't control that. I can exercise and eat good food.
Happy Friday, Bob.
That's it.
I'll be back. I'll be back, guys. Sorry.
All right, mate. No worries. Speak to you in a bit. let me. Yeah, there we go. So you can't predict certain things, but to say that this is gambling. It's not gambling. You own a piece of the business. And if you bought the S&P, every single business in America would have to go bankrupt for you to own nothing. And as it starts to fail, you can sell anyway. Or, I mean, that's what you would do. You'd start to take your money out. You wouldn't just let it go to zero. I mean, it's silly.
Exactly. It's like watching a cliff in front of you, and you go like, "Oh, okay, I'm just gonna hold it," and then you jump from the cliff, and then
you just stop before the cliff, right? You go, I turn around, I'm going the other way. Stephen Lewandowski, you're a man who buys oil. You own literally barrels of oil owned by Chevron or Matador, whoever you buy. That's your oil. As a shareholder, you own barrels of oil. Is it gambling, or do you actually own something? Oh, hang on, you're muted. I muted you. I'm sorry about that. Sorry, mate. Carry on.
Hi. I buy oil and I like playing it. I've been playing it for 5 years.
Do you see it as gambling? Do you see it as gambling or owning something?
No, it's oil. You're always going to need oil, so I don't think it's gambling at all. Hardly any risk at all.
No. Well, we're not trying to separate investing with no risk, and gambling is risky and investing is not. There's risk, but gambling is very, very different than investing. Gambling, you are flipping of a coin, whatever. You don't own anything. You've never owned anything. You're just having a ride at the fair. That's what gambling is. You go to a casino, you don't own the chips, you don't own the cards, you don't own the dice, you don't own the table. You give the man your money, he gives you a ride at the fair. He takes you on a ride for 5 minutes, and then the ride's over and you get off and you've got nothing. If you invest, you buy the fare. You own the ride that everybody else gets on. That's the difference between investing and gambling, surely.
Yeah, I don't gamble anymore. I used to go to Vegas all the time. 10 years I owned a timeshare in Vegas.
Oh, nice.
And I traded it for a Kissimmee timeshare. And I don't gamble anymore at all.
No.
Nothing at all.
Vaz, is investing gambling? Why are you muted as well? Oh, no, you're good.
Can you hear me?
You're good. Yeah, I can hear you.
I've had this very conversation recently, yesterday, and I have the same conversation with my girlfriend almost every day. It's gambling. You're gonna lose money. You're gonna lose money. But when I said to her, I came back from work like half an hour ago, and I just said to her, "Listen, you know what happened yesterday? I made 400 quid on Gorilla." And she was like, "Oh yeah, really? Oh!" And she was so happy out of the sudden. And it's not gambling anymore, is it? When I show her, we have had a red day, and I'm like, I don't know, 50 quid, 100 quid down, and she's like, "Oh, you're gonna lose all the money. I don't like it. I don't like this." I think people are just feared of that because they don't understand it.
That's it.
I had the same conversation with my colleague yesterday at work, and he's coming 60s, and he's coming 60, and he's just he basically said that everything in your life is gambling. Your pension scheme is gambling. Your I don't know, anything you buy is gambling. It's just it was a bit off. Just
No, I
didn't
don't.
argue with him anymore.
I don't agree. I do not. Yeah, I don't agree with that.
I think
What?
people. May I just say something? I think people have still the old-time impression of the New York Stock Exchange when you have the brokers shouting over each other,
Yeah,
and that's what
doesn't
people think
exist.
is investing. That's the slow mindset.
Yeah, it doesn't. That's not how it works at all. No, you're right.
Yeah.
I think education is everything and understanding. When I rode motorbikes when I was 16, I'm 55 now. 16, I had a scooter, a little Honda Camino, little scooter, and then I had a Yamaha H100, and then I had something else I forgot, and then eventually I had my Yamaha 650 FSR, whatever it was, Phaser 2. And I did advanced riding courses with the police. I went all over Europe, up the Swiss Alps. Never had a motorcycle accident. Rode hundreds, I don't know, tens of thousands, I don't know, 100,000 miles, whatever. And done all the training, defensive riding, skid training, riding in snow and ice. Trained it all. Never had an accident. Did it all. When I came to America, Leah knows people who've crashed on a motorbike, and she says, "You're not having a motorbike." Well, I've got to consider these things because this is my wife, right? I went, "Oh, bloody hell, babe, I'd love a motorbike, especially in America. You can do what you can do more things you can't do in England." And she says, "No, you're not having one. It's dangerous. You could die." I said, "Well, I could die crossing the road, but but she's never ridden a motorbike. She's never taken any courses. She's not done any training. She just doesn't like it. So I don't do it because I'm a good husband." And I went, "All right then." What she doesn't know is when she's not here, when she goes to Kroger, round the back of the house, I've got a Harley Davidson under a sheet and I take it out for 10 minutes because she's only down there 10 minutes. But I always get back just in time before she gets back. So she never knows. She's often wondered what that big thing in the corner is, covered by a big canvas tarpaulin. But she's never looked. Good job in it. Anyway, I'm only joking, of course. But, at the end of the day, she doesn't understand it. She thinks it's dangerous. And it is dangerous, but everything's dangerous, really. But, there it is. So I think investing is the same. You own a piece of the business. It's a physical thing. It's literally, when people go, it's not a physical thing, crypto is gambling because that's speculative. You own a string of code. There's no physical building. There's no product. There's no services. There's just an idea. And as long as the idea exists, your crypto value exists. If it stops existing, it goes to zero. But, even though I can't walk into Coca-Cola and pick up a can of Coke and go, "I own that can of Coke," that's essentially what I do. Essentially, I own a little bit of these cans of Cokes. I own that machine over there that runs it. That truck that drives down the road delivering the Coke, I own a piece of that. Because every shareholder does. There's physical stuff, assets, buildings, property, services, whatever.
May I just say two things on top of that?
Yeah.
Part of the conversation yesterday that I had is that I realized that people, because they don't see evidence, they throw the name of gambling. Like yesterday, I used one sentence to end the story with them. And it was, right now I'm holding, for example, Robinhood. Okay. Even if I have 1 share, 4 shares, 100 shares, thousands of shares, I own part of their job, part of their building. Like,
correct.
Even if it is a small broom or a small window or whatever.
Yeah.
This is what a share is, because you are holding it. It's yours.
Yeah.
And then when I ask them, like, okay, you bought a house, you own it, okay? What's the ROI of it in 5 years or 10 years? And they go like, it's my house. And I'm like, okay, what's the return of investment? So they didn't even know the ROI, what it is. So they go like, well, if I bought a house for 20 grand and I repair it and make it worth 50 grand, I can sell it. And I'm like, no, because just because you bought a house on 20 grand and you can repair it, which that money that you are going to repair is cost. So think about it as a cost because you are putting it from your own pocket. Mm-hmm. You don't know if you're going to sell it 50 grand. you might have to wait 10 years to get that money back that you repair the house plus the 20 grand.
Yeah, house prices go up, house prices go down. Bad
So
areas, some areas get wiped out by manufacturers
yeah,
leave and the
exactly.
area goes to zero. Yeah, that happens.
Plus, when was it, a year ago, 2 years ago, that everyone was buying houses in UK, for example, and then the prices went down. So
Yeah.
their house now worth less than
Oh
when they
yeah,
bought
a
it.
lot of people are stuck in traps like that. They buy houses at the top and then it goes down, and there are whole abandoned areas in America, whole towns abandoned. There used to be industry in that area, and people moved out. The industry went bust. The industry moved out. The houses are worthless. There are houses living on
Exactly.
the edge of floodplains. You can't get them insured. Look at the houses in California. You can't get any of those insured. If you haven't got the money, you can't rebuild them. So don't say houses are guaranteed. They're not. You expect a
It's
house to go
not.
up in value, but there's no guarantee.
Like, how many houses got burned into the big fire in Los Angeles?
Exactly.
Like, just because you can see the evidence of, okay, yeah, I bought a house, it can pay me money back. There's
Well,
no
you
certainty.
talk to Mike. Mike owned many properties, many millions of dollars of property, and he will never tell you it's a good idea to rent property out. He had a nightmare doing it. He hated doing it. He said, "I'll never do it." He told me, because I've got a house in England, he said, "Don't rent it out. If you need to, desperate for the money, then do what you want. But I wouldn't recommend it." And then that's someone who's done it. Everyone tells you, again, you can get rich 5 minutes by renting your house out. It's never quite straightforward as that. Stephen Lewandowski, you got any thoughts?
Actually, invest in yourself. That's all I got.
I agree.
The only risk is what you invest in. So, and
Knowledge,
at my
knowledge is
age,
everything. Knowledge and
I like
power is power.
I like oil, and I get in and get out, and hardly any risk at all. So,
Yeah.
and I've done good over the years. That's all I can say.
That's it. Vaz?
I think, as you said, on the motorbikes, whatever you do, you just need to learn how to contain the risk and how to minimize it. Whether it's investing, riding a bike, buying a property, whatever, getting married.
There's risk involved there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Bloody right. Well, this is great. Thank you so much, guys. XRP, we're just going to wrap this up now because it's 11:15. I've got to get ready for the closing bell. We've got lots more to do next week. Lots of reviews to still do. We've got loads of earnings. We're going to start off the week with Mobix. We've got TPL. We've got Venom. We've got DNUT, which is Krispy Kreme. SMCI, Landbridge, SoundHound, Sensonics, Avgo, and BlackBerry. Plus, we got some more reviews to do. Sensonics, Veil, Poet. Oh, I'm glad you've come in because Vistry Group. I could not find Vistry Group on nearly everywhere. What
Right.
is that?
That's London Stock Exchange. It's a builders. Well, it's not a builders. It's a developer.
Right.
They're one of the biggest developers in the UK on the UK market.
Is it a publicly traded company? It seems.
Yeah. It's
Is
London
it?
Stock Exchange.
Oh, okay.
It's
All right.
actually a member of FTSE 100.
Oh, okay. Couldn't find it anywhere. All right, I'll look again. Thank you, Vaz. I was going to do it as the next one to do, and I just couldn't find it anywhere. So, all right. I'm finding very little information on it. It doesn't show up on nearly all of the
Possibly
platforms
could
that
be,
I
yeah.
use.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. It might be a limited review, but I'll do the best I can. All right, mate? Okay.
Thank you.
All right. You're very welcome. Final thoughts, guys. I've got to wrap this up. I want to put my SoundHound video out, my Coinbase XRP warning, and the end of an era. Poor old Meat Kevin losing all his money. Anyway, saw it coming though, didn't we? Alex, final thoughts from you.
As you know, I've done the mistake. I've put money into crypto. I bought XRP when it was $3, $3.12, $3.30. I regret it. I've lost $250, but I'm trying to get them back now with pure investment, holding my Robinhood. waiting for more opportunities to come in and just buy businesses.
Stephen Lewandowski, what's your final thoughts?
I was going with what Stacy said. That we had short notice on the last meetup, and I enjoyed going to the last meetup and having a steak with you.
Yeah, it was nice, wasn't it?
I'm suggesting maybe Florida, maybe in the fall or something, maybe in Orlando. Everybody loves to come to Florida.
Yeah. That sounds nice. Final thoughts
just
from you?
around the corner from my house.
Oh, well, I can see why you voted for that idea.
Yeah. But Florida's pretty good.
Yes, it is.
Everybody likes to come, get into the warm weather.
Yes, we all agree with that. Vaz, final thoughts from you, mate?
Probably something I've learned on this channel when it comes to investing, always have a backup plan. There's a lot of things, most of the things you can wing in your life, you can fly them or make them up on the go, but not investing, you need to have a plan, and you have to have your plan B or your exit plan to reduce your risks and mitigate the damages. Otherwise, it's just a gamble.
That's it. Always have a plan, always have a strategy. You're absolutely right. And thank you guys for calling in. Bit late today. You took a bit of a while to call in. I thought I was going to have no one call in. What was going on there? You're just trying to have me hanging on thinking, oh, first one ever. I thought, bloody hell, really? First one ever. What's going on here? Thank you guys. Appreciate that. Vaz, you're at home now, so I can give you a call in a minute, perhaps. Can I? Spot on.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Oh, one more thing.
Okay.
Friday night party.
Yeah.
Is anyone else joining?
I don't know. I'm single.
What's the theme of the party, Martyn?
Valentine, love event, innit?
We had good audience on the last 3.
I know.
4.
It's getting better.
It's growing. Getting better and better.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm very excited about it. Yeah, looking forward to it. Thanks for giving it a plug, Vaz. Appreciate it. See you all later, guys. Bye-bye for now. There you go. Thank you, Vaz, and Stephen, and, of course, Alex for all calling in today. Much, much appreciated. Okay, we're going to wrap this event up today. Lots of fear around XRP today. Don't just think it's all good. This going sideways worries me with everything we've been talking about today. So anyway, has it all worked out? Yes, it's another green day, an all-time high. We're just off the all-time high. We set another all-time high this morning, but all looking good. My Roth IRA is green. My main account is green. We're wearing red because it's Valentine's Day. I've put in the chat, oi, 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 yeah, tonight, oi, oi! That is the call. That is the call of the boys and girls when we enter the pub tonight. Always, absolutely. You'll find out what that's all about. There is the link in the chat. This is the event tonight. Go and leave your request. Click share, click like. It's the love event live tonight in 5 hours from now on the event channel. Go and tune into that there. All right. So as we end the stream, I've given you the link. Go there, leave a like, leave a share, get yourself a request, start building it all up, and hopefully tonight we'll have a really good audience and we'll have a good night on the love event. Bloody marvelous. There you go. That's it from me. Lots of new videos coming out shortly as well. I look forward to seeing you all later on for the closing bell. Until then, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.